Hi, welcome back to another episode of Hot Takes. Now that he's had his little holiday and he's all refreshed, Nigel Farage is back in Westminster and he's launching a scathing attack on what he calls unpatriotic Keir Starmer. I prefer to call him a quisling turncoat traitor, but that's just me. He's having a go, is our Nige, about Starmer's reversals on all his policies, saying it goes to show how he got them wrong the first time, even though he won't admit it. The reversal, particularly on the Rwandan scheme, he's now looking to send these people abroad, even though he abandoned that scheme initially because he's a moron. He's having a scathing go at him about the Chagos deal, because obviously that is handing away British military superiority at a cost to us of £30 billion of our money, and then renting it back again, continuing to pay this amount. He said it is absolutely a terrible deal. He said, but it's a deal that only a traitor could come up with. And then on top of that, he's going to have a go at the army, or this government's decision to prosecute soldiers through the Troubles, even though that had previously been put to bed by Boris Johnson. They're reopening it. They don't want these soldiers to, quote, get away with it. Not my words, not Starmer's words, but in fact, yes, Starmer's words, not my words, not Farage's words, I'm going to say, but Starmer's words, because he thinks that these soldiers who were ordered to go there by the government are murderers, even though they've been exonerated and they're not, and it was a time of the Troubles, and he's opening old wounds. And of course, now, with him having already given control of the British Army to the EU, it seems as though he wants to break any kind of loyalty between the military and the government. I find it quite unbelievable that a government would do this. And it's no wonder that 1,000 soldiers a week, and by soldiers I mean all military, 1,000 a week, are leaving and they're not being replaced. The British military is at its lowest levels, well, since the medieval times, effectively. It is absolutely appallingly bad. And it's not going to improve, and it doesn't matter how much advertising they do. Join the Navy, join the Army, join the Air Force, join the Marines. Well, they'd rather not. They'd rather not do that because nobody wants to go and fight for Keir Starmer's little war, especially not under command of von der Leyen. So, how to screw up military in one easy move. And so Nigel's got many attacks to show how unpatriotic, how anti-British, how treasonous that polished turd in number 10 truly is. Go for it, Nigel. Break him, because he is an obnoxious piece of human filth who somehow put on a suit and got elected. God knows how. Even the Labour supporters now have had enough of him. He cannot last, can he? And yet, Teflon-like, nobody wants to replace him. I think because they look around to see who's going to replace him and they think, oh God, it'd be somehow unbelievably worse. Thanks very much. Bye.